A capital gain is essentially the profit received by a taxpayer from an asset sale, but a taxpayer engaged in the business of selling such assets typically must report the profits as ordinary income, which is generally taxed at a higher rate than capital gains. In Bramblett v. Commissioner, the court considered whether a taxpayer engages in the business of selling land by selling land held for investment purposes. Richard Bramblett and 3 other men formed a partnership named Mesquite East Joint Venture, with the stated purpose of acquiring land for investment purposes. They also formed Town East Development Company, a corporation with the stated purpose of developing and selling land in Texas. Between 1979 and 1980, Mesquite bought several tracts of land, which it then sold a year later in 4 separate transactions. Mesquite made 3 of the sales to Town East, which developed and sold some of the land. Mesquite made the other sale to a third party. Mesquite's 1981 tax return reported the profits from the 4 transactions as ordinary income. In 1982, Mesquite sold its remaining land to Town East in exchange for 2 promissory notes. Within the next 2 years, Town East developed and sold that land to third parties and paid off the entire value of the notes to Mesquite. Mesquite reported those profits as capital gains on its 1982 tax return. But the Commissioner of Internal Revenue assessed a deficiency, determining that Mesquite should have reported the profits as ordinary income. Bramblett petitioned the United States Tax Court for review. The tax court affirmed the Commissioner's determination, finding that Mesquite was in the business of selling land either directly or indirectly through Town East, which possibly acted as Mesquite's agent. Accordingly, the tax court held that Mesquite's profits from selling land were ordinary income for tax purposes. Bramblett appealed, arguing that because Mesquite wasn't in the business of selling land and Town East wasn't its agent, its profits didn't constitute ordinary income.